Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FISSY and you're welcome to GLAM by FISSY. If this is your first time of stopping by my channel, make sure to subscribe, leave me a comment, like this video and turn on your post notification button or the bell so that when I post a new video you are going to get notified. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my channel again. And in today's video I am going to be talking to you about how to make extra money, extra cash as an international student, despite the fact that you can only work 20 hours a week. This is not one of those Ponzi schemes. This is not affiliate marketing. This is not all those, you know what I'm talking about. No, this is none of that. These are crafts and ways to make money that are actually legit. Most of these things I wrote down in my notes are things that are either crafts, artworks, or intellectual crafts that you can use to make extra money. To start with, you can work more than 20 hours a week as an international student. I know that everybody says you cannot work more than 20 hours, but you can work legally more than 20 hours if you find a job in your school within your DLI, which is your school basically where you are schooling. If you find a job inside your school, you can work as much as 40 hours a week, but you cannot work more than 20 hours outside your DLI. So if you find a job in the school, you can definitely work more than 20 hours in the school. Now if you work more than 20 hours outside, you are at the mercy of whatever the immigration people decide to do to you, because they've already told you don't work more than 20 hours. Now if you work more than 20 hours, you get into trouble, you risk deportation, and at the end of the day it will not be worth the whole thing. The sacrifice at the end of the day will not be worth working more than 20 hours. So there are various ways you can use to make money while still working 20 hours. Okay, the first way you can use to make extra money is via tech. Now you do not need to do this like a job, you just do it like a side hustle. You know, project management, UI, UX designing, graphics designing, anything tech related, because this is a very technologically inclined country. So if you have anything different that you can bring to the table, you can build websites, you can create domains, is that what they call it, project management and the likes, trust me, you're going to be able to make extra cash by just working one-on-one with people. You do not need to say, okay, this is my job. It's just like a one-time thing, just like you own a business which you can register. If you wanna what's the word, I've lost my train of thought. So anything tech inclined, tech related, can generate extra income for you as a student, and that way you're not going to get into trouble with immigration. Another side also that you can use to make extra cash is social media management. In this era of social media, every company wants to sell on social media. Every person, every brand wants to have an online presence. Now it is very hard to do. Even for me, it is very hard to understand how social media works, how to reach the right people, search engine optimization, that kind of thing. So if you know how to handle social media pages, how to create content on social media, please just hold on to your craft. When you get here, you're going to use it to make cool cash. Now, content creation, this is by far the sweetest way of making extra cash as a student. Let's say you're an Instagram model, you're a content creator on TikTok, you do reels, you're a YouTuber. Oh my gosh, it's like extra income at not a lot of cost. I know it's a lot of work to create content, but that way you can make extra money without actually working 20 hours. You can even decide not to work 20 hours if you make enough money from content creation. Now, hairdressing and frontal laying, hairstylisting. Is it hairstylisting? Jesus. You can also make extra cash as an international student by being an hairstylist, or knowing how to make hairdressing, that kind of thing. You know how to lay frontals, you know how to revamp wigs. Oh my god, if you know how to revamp wigs, you're going to make so much money in cash. You don't even need to advertise. The people you revamp for will tell other people, because yeah, it is so hard and too expensive to find someone to revamp your wig. So if you come and you say you can revamp wigs rather, and you can actually do it properly and do it very well, I am so sure you're going to make so much money from doing braids. It is so expensive to make a hair. There is so much value on braids. You pay so much money as high as, so how much you make your hair? For braids, $400. Just imagine any $400 a day, because I know it takes like practically 1 day to braid hair, right? So if you can braid hair, you can lay frontals, revamp wig, fix wigs, you're going to make so much money. The flip side too, if you can cut hair as a guy or as a lady, oh my god, you're going to be making money. You just need to push word of mouth, just push it out there that you are available for this kind of service, and trust me, people are going to patronize you. You are not going to work in, it's not going to be under, it's not a job, right? It's just a side hustle, so you're not going to get in trouble. This is the kind of job that you can just cut hair for people and collect money in cash, so nobody's even really knowing that you are doing that. I hope they don't come and arrest me for what I just said. You could even do it in the middle of the night. Your roommate wants to cut hair, cut there in the middle of the night, collect money. Your roommate wants to cut hair in the morning, you collect money. Cut hair in the afternoon. Like, it's not like you have to be there at this particular time. It's your own job, it's your own business. It doesn't even need to have a business name. At the end of the day, if you feel like it's something tangible enough, you give it a business name. If you don't want to be like, okay, I'm doing business, you don't need to. Just keep doing what you're doing and make extra money. Catering, if you know how to cook, oh my gosh, this could be a talent turned into a money making activity. You know how to cook, you know how to make Nigerian snacks, Ghanaian snacks, Ivorian snacks, wherever you are from. You know how to cook your traditional delicacy. You'll be shocked at how much people pay to eat their indigenous food here. You'll be shocked at how much people pay to eat their indigenous snacks. You just need to know how to do it well and know how to push yourself out. Use social media to promote yourself, and they are going to make so much money. You might not even want to work 20 hours anymore, but then I think you need to, just so that you can fight taxes and the like. When I said catering, I should have mentioned baking too. If you know how to make cakes, if you know how to bake, still goes under catering. In fact, you know how to bake, you know how to make snacks, pastries and the likes, you are going to make so much money. Another thing I noticed in this country, because my dad used to tell me, if you want to make so much money, make an impact, look for a problem and find a solution. One thing I noticed that they don't do a lot in this country, you know, this thing that we always make fun of in Nigeria, parara. There is nobody that does parara in this country. You come into this country, you start doing parara, people will start booking you to surprise their loved ones. I know that this country, they don't really buy into the idea of being loud, but there are ways you can do it. A lot of houses have bullets. A lot of houses have soundproof, so there are ways you can do your parara surprise company, and you're going to make so much money. You know how to arrange, decorate events and decoration. Oh my god, you're going to make so much extra money, so that way you're not just limited to how much you're making every 20 hours every week. That way you'll be able to expand your, you know, live a more comfortable life as an international student. Events decoration, what else? Events planning and decoration. So if you know how to do that, you could start by offering your services for a lower amount, and as time goes on, before you know it, you're already a boss. Start charging how much you really are worth. You get what I'm saying? You get me? So another craft, I feel like this is a talent so that could turn into a money making activity for you. Writing. Because on Indeed, right, I was checking one day and I saw a number of companies looking for content writers to write for them. I do not know what they call the other thing, but basically you're writing articles for their company, you're writing articles for their website. So if you know how to write, you can always turn into something that can make you money. It could be a job. You could even apply to work, but then if you want to make extra cash, that means you're not going to work as a writer. You're just going to get some jobs on and off as a writer. Do you get me? I feel like if you can write properly, you can write very well, you know how to go around the whole article writing thing, you're going to use it to make so much extra money. What the? And like I said in the video I made about things to bring to Canada, driving is very essential, right? Now if you can drive, you can make extra money by doing deliveries. You know the way they do deliveries in Nigeria, they have dispatch riders. Yeah, they do not have dispatch riders. You could just connect with two businesses and do their deliveries for them. That is not your job. that is not your job. You're just doing deliveries for them. It's a one-on-one thing. You could just say, okay, I'm going this way, I'm driving. Or somebody wants to go to Ottawa and they cannot drive themselves there because it's a 6-hour trip or 4-hour trip. You volunteer to drive them, they pay you. You want to go to Montreal, they cannot drive themselves. You could even say, okay, oh, I travel every Mondays and Wednesdays. If you want to go to Montreal on Mondays and Wednesdays, they are practically a kabu driver. But then here there's dignity in labor, and it's not kabu really, because the roads are good, your vehicle is good. But then you're making so much extra money by doing that, by driving, especially if you love driving. If you love driving, this is a side also you would want to explore. Makeup and geletaing. You know I'm a makeup artist, right? And makeup has helped my life a lot. There are weeks that I do not work as much as 20 hours just because there's not just available shifts for me. And I'm bothered because I'm like, okay, where am I going to get money to spend? And then I get a client, and it just makes my whole life a lot easier. Not even a little bit, it makes my life a lot easier just because I have something, a craft, an handiwork that could make me extra cash. Now they do not even need to pay my account or anything. It's just a one-on-one thing. That is not my job. I have a job, and it doesn't mean on weeks that I do not work up to 20 hours. It's not bad if I take up a makeup job to fill in those extra hours. That way I can make extra cash, and it's easier for me to survive in this country. Do you guys get me? And lastly, fashion designing and tailoring. I know that a lot of tailors and fashion designers, they say, okay, I do not like amendment. But every time I say this, people throw their clothes away because there's nobody to amend them, there's nobody to adjust them. Now you could easily charge close to something you used to make another garment for somebody for amendments. People like their outfits so much, they do not want to let it go. They could like a particular outfit, they don't want to let it go, or they bought the outfit for a huge sum of money and they don't just know how to alter it. You do amendments and they pay you. When you're tired of doing amendments, you say, okay, I'm no more doing amendments, I want to only sew. You start sewing and you make so much money on the side. There is so many things you could do on the side. You need to just find a problem and find the solution. I hope that you found this content valuable. I hope that there's something you picked from everything I just said, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to be broke. I'm going to do this on the side to be able to live a little bit more comfortably than expected. You don't need to suffer. Who died? You don't need to suffer, really, so that you'll be able to live a little bit more comfortably. That is what I'm mostly concerned about. If you found this content valuable, most importantly, make sure to subscribe, like this video, help my channel grow, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.